Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features of our Nevada MP from our Evolution collection. You can see here that the Nevada MP is a tunnel design tent which is aimed to sleep up to 5 people. And with it being in our Evolution collection, you'll find the fly sheet we're using on here is our Outex 4000. This is a polyester material which has been PU coated on the inside. It has fully taped seams and a hydrostatic head of 4000mm. The frame that we're using on here is a Duratec fiberglass frame from front to back. And we do colour code the back pole sleeve there just to make sure that pitching is nice and easy. You'll also just see that the pole sleeves that we're using are flat pole sleeves, so that creates a real sleek and streamlined look to the tent. You'll also just see here that we use another fiberglass pole, which is our extended frame, and that gives you this rain safe door just on here. We then have our innovative Outwell wind stabiliser systems on each pole, and we'll just show you how this works. So we have the Velcro tabs which are attached to the fly sheet. These are wrapped around the poles like so, and then there's one at the top and at the bottom of every pole, which is where we have our guy lines attached. When we pull the guy lines out and peg them into position, it pulls a whole fly sheet against the frame of the tent, making it much more stable and making sure that you can use the tent even in high wind conditions. You'll notice that all of the guy lines here are luminous, so that's hopefully going to stop you from tripping over them quite as easily. And then each guy line also has its own retainer, so when it comes to packing down the tent, we can simply roll up the guy lines in our hands and pop them in here so that the next time we use the tent, the guy lines are easily accessible. We also supply you with our easy pegging system here, so this is where we give you 3 different types of pegs with the tent. We have our solid steel anchor pegs, which are used for all 4 corners of the tent. We then have our luminous plastic pegs, which are for all of the luminous guy lines, and we have the black plastic peg for all the rest of the pegging points. So the easy pegging system just makes sure that you get the right peg in the right place. When we come round to the front of the tent, you'll see that we have a good sized front door on here, certainly a full walk-in height tent, and also it's a good width as well, allowing you to get all your furniture and storage solutions in here very easily. When we step back into the tent itself, you'll see there's certainly plenty of head height here. I'm around 1.95 m, and you can see above my head here we have plenty of space and enough room around here for furniture and storage solutions again. We also have the panoramic front on here, which just has windows on every single panel. But if you want a little bit more privacy, you can just see over here that we have curtains on every single window, and that just allows us then to either have them halfway toggled up or fully closed. We also then have some ventilation panels above the window, which correspond to outside ventilation panels too. You can see that this here is a side door, and it has another mesh panel here which can be dropped down and zipped if you have that front door open, creating great ventilation. As I mentioned, on the other side we do have another entrance, which is our rain safe entrance, which you can use if it's a little bit wet and drizzly outside. The ground sheet that we're using in here is a fully sealed ground sheet from front to back and side to side. And the material that we're using here is a double coated polyethylene, so it's really tough and durable, and it has a hydrostatic head of at least 10,000mm. Like I say, with it being fully sealed all the way around, that's going to make sure that you're protected from the elements and also hopefully stop those unwanted bugs from coming in as well. At the top of the tent we have a lantern hanging point, and then running down away from that we have our cable tidies, which run down to our cable entry point, allowing you to bring electrics or cables into the tent without having any of your doors open. At the back of the tent is where you'll find our bedrooms, and as I mentioned earlier, these sleep up to 5 people. These come pre-attached on the tent, and the way that they're attached is with our wave-shaped hanging point system here. So this just takes away any stress point off of the seam of the bedrooms at the top, ensuring that they are securely held in place. Some other features here, we can see that we have some storage pockets on the outside, and when we look at the detail around the zips, you'll see that we have piping on here, which is colour coordinated with the tent, but also has a functionality as well in that we can easily open and close the zips without them catching on any material. You'll then notice that we have also some ventilation panels on the bedrooms too. On this side here we have our universal bedroom system, so what that means is we can drop down the smaller bedroom here simply just by unclipping it around the front, and if we did that all the way around here and all the way around the back, we could then take the zips and the whole bedroom would drop down completely. We can then roll this away and clip it closed so that we have even more living space and one large bedroom. Inside the bedrooms you'll notice that we have a few extra features as well. You'll just see that we have these small storage pockets for personal possessions, and we also have across the back a large ventilation panel which corresponds to the outside ventilation, and we then have this large sheet of material which can be just zipped closed completely or opened up to create one large bedroom at the back here. So there's a few optional extras available for the tent, including the carpet for the living area here. There's also a footprint to go under the tent, and we have a front extension and front awning available. So that's all the features of our Nevada MP. Thank you very much for watching.